Powered Parachute 5-4 Preflight and Ground Operations. Let's dive into the detailed aspects of inspecting our powered parachute wings. Your flight instructor has probably emphasized this a bunch, but hey, the wing is a big deal. It's not just there to look pretty, it's your key to soaring through the skies with safety in mind. So, let's break down the meticulous pre-flight procedure. First off, we need to get our bearings right. Check that wind direction, it's a crucial step. Many seasoned powered parachute pilots use telescoping rods with windsocks or long strips of ripstop hanging from their trailers to determine wind direction and speed. Some prefer handheld wind speed devices. If you're at a conventional airport, you'll likely find wind indicators like windsocks or wind tees. Electronic weather indicators are also handy for precise measurements. Remember, once that engine starts, figuring out the wind direction becomes a bit of a puzzle without those indicators. Now, the big reveal, your wing. Let's say it's been tucked away in its cozy wing bag. Where is it stored? Rear seat? Pilot's throne? Hanging from the airframe? Regardless, here's the cardinal rule. Don't turn, twist, or rotate that bag during extraction. Trust me, twisted suspension lines are a headache you want to avoid. How you packed it last time matters too. We'll chat about re-bagging later. Recognizing twisted lines is an art. Most wing bags come with clear markings, an emblem, or some cosmic signal to distinguish one side from the other. Keep that marked side consistent, either facing the cart or showing the world. It's your compass to sanity in the twisted realm. And here's a golden nugget. Your flight instructor, the wise sage, will have tricks up their sleeve on the untwisting act. The pilot's height and strength also waltz into the equation when deciding the ideal wing bag storage spot on the cart. With wind knowledge in your pocket and the wing bag on the ground, it's showtime. Lay it out directly behind the airframe, as far back as the riser and support lines allow. Keep the bag in its Zen configuration. Now, for the grand reveal. Pull those line sleeves out, let them follow the bag, and make sure they run straight from the cart to the wing bag attach points. Tilt the bag toward the cart, let the magic spill, and there you have it, your wing gracefully unfolding onto the ground. We have our wing neatly unfolded behind the cart, poised to spread our wings and take a closer look. So, let's delve into the details of visually inspecting this uninflated beauty. First things first, unfold that right side, then smoothly repeat the process on the left side. Keep it centered right behind the cart as you unfold it. Once it's all laid out, stand behind the cart, hold the leading edge in front of you, and voila, you'll spot an X in the lines. Now, this X should place center stage right behind the prop on the cart. If it's not behaving, just nudge it back into place, and then, tidy up the slack at the end. Time to unveil those suspension lines by shedding off their protective sleeves. We call these line sleeves. Don't worry, it's like unveiling the grand artwork. While doing this, keep an eagle eye out for tears, loose stitching, abrasions, and any damage caused by our sneaky enemy, the sun. Some colors, like red and orange, tend to age faster in the sunlight tango. And remember, when the wing is not in action, it deserves a cozy retreat in its wing bag. Now, a gentle shake of the wing, and let's check those cells for any unwanted guests, debris, bugs, twigs, you name it. With the wing centered, it's showtime for the suspension lines. Initially, it might look like a web of chaos, but fear not, a flick of the wrist often straightens things out. No twists, no line overs, just pure, straight lines. And unless your wing has gone on a solo adventure, there shouldn't be any permanent knots. If you do find any sneaky pressure knots during inspection, fret not, they usually untangle once the wing is inflated. Let's talk about steering lines. Trace them back from the risers to the point where they meet the cart. Check for twists, make sure anchor point knots are snug, and ensure the lines flow smoothly through guides and pulleys. Give those links a finger tight plus a quarter turn, just to keep things snug. Moving on to the riser cables, no twists, no damage, and definitely no tangles. Now, gently pull some slack from the steering lines to fully retract those steering bars. This neat little trick helps us visually confirm that our steering lines are free and untangled from the rest of the lines. And there you have it, the intricate process of inspecting your powered parachute wing. It's like a ballet of aviation precision. Remember, a well-prepared wing is your ticket to a smooth takeoff, so nail that pre-flight. During the meticulous pre-flight routine, the focus shifts to the crucial examination of suspension lines. This step involves a thorough check for any entanglements, knots, or signs of wear. Attention is directed towards the attachment points, ensuring their security and absence of fraying. Distinguishing between A-lines and B-lines is paramount, especially at the point where they connect to the risers. In the modern era, many wings come color-coded, simplifying the visual differentiation. However, even in older wing styles where all lines share the same color, the separation pattern remains consistent. A line gracefully journeys towards the leading edge, eventually subdividing into C-lines, while B-lines move towards the trailing edge, branching into D-lines. Confirming the separation and absence of entanglements is key. When the lines return to the ground after each pre-flight section, the A and C lines should rest on top of the B and D lines. Caution is exercised to clear any debris that could potentially interfere with the line sets during wing inflation. Altering the length of these lines, defined with precision by the manufacturers, is strictly avoided. Organizing the suspension lines meticulously during the pre-flight check enhances the likelihood of smooth kiting and inflation of the wing. This attention to detail is crucial, as a tangled mess could consume valuable runway during wing inflation. While aborting takeoff to re-kite the wing remains an option, it is not the preferred route. Pre-flighting the wing correctly the first time, with a patient approach, ensures a seamless and safe journey into the skies. Let's dive deeper into the intricacies of dealing with line twists when preparing your powered parachute wing for flight. Picture yourself on the airfield, with the wing laid out behind the cart, and suddenly, you notice those frustrating line twists. Don't let them dampen your spirits. Let's walk through the process step by step. First things first, let's identify the direction of the twist. Take a close look at the lines. Are they spiraling together in a clockwise fashion, or do they seem entangled counterclockwise? This initial observation is crucial because it guides us in the entangling process. Let's dive into the wing project. Grab tools, sketch plans, and let creativity soar. Action-packed, sleeves up. Let's make those wings take flight. Take the edge of the wing you're working with and, based on the twist direction, guide it through the center of the circle created by the cart and wing configuration. If it's a clockwise twist, imagine a counterclockwise motion, and for a counterclockwise twist, think the opposite. Together, unify efforts, gently untwisting the lines. Stay cohesive, moving as one, keeping the tangle in check. Collective synergy. Let's unravel, maintaining cohesion. Once one side's tended, lay it out, wings half unfurled. Focused work yields results. Stretch out that part, take stock. Complete one side, spread it wide, the wing's tail half unfurls. Take a moment to inspect it. If everything looks well ordered and free of twists, you're on the right track. Now, it's time to replicate the process on the other side. Remember to check for the twist direction, gather the lines, and guide the wing edge in the opposite direction of the tangled lines. Here's a pro tip. If, after your initial attempt, something still looks awry, consider the possibility that you might have flipped the wing the wrong way. No need to panic. With a bit of practice, you'll become adept at identifying the twist direction before even touching the wing. So, let's untwist those lines with finesse and precision, ensuring your powered parachute wing is in optimal condition for your next adventure in the skies.